Voice chat knows. What stock is that again? Welcome to Read the Room with Unc. God, I'm so full from that turkey. What's up, everybody? This is Unc with this week's Read the Room. Coming off the holiday and another sideways week, kind of predicted here. Um, Lots of good plays, kind of moving, a little slower than anticipated. Probably a better market to do I dare even say it, to swing things in a day trade. Um, but just being ready with the levels is always important. Pretty good charts this week. A lot of familiar names on familiar levels, which is good. And I am seeing the socials come back in to the fray. Um, that we didn't get that 100% Thanksgiving Day runner that they all wanted. That I'll talk about. It's kind of a little odd, but Spy being above 400 definitely gives me hope that there is still a little bit of strength in the market. Just have to find the right place. So let's get right into this. Always, like we always do, start from the top, alphabetical order, no specific. AMRS, and I do already have these on a list. I did make a list before I got on here. AMRS 177 to 230 is the channel. Kind of been down here for the better part of the year. Maybe May lows is what we're playing off of here. Actually had the ER spike through the channel. Gonna retest the bottom here. Want to see what the flow says. Pretty simple play on that. ASRT. If you've been in this room with me long enough, if you know, you know. Um, I probably waited a week too long on this, maybe 2 weeks too long. But fortunately, we got the sideways action here. These three candles is kind of what I like. If you know the weekly candle trick, that should stand out like a sore thumb. Um, so I like this setup again. They just did have ER. Reddit, pretty decent. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. They beat ESP 22 cents, beat 7. Sales up about 10%. So everything pointed in the right direction for these guys currently. With that news catalyst kind of lagging a few weeks behind. Kind of when the market turns on, I like these guys better, and I do like them above the 1 year volume profile, as opposed to below the 1 year volume profile. ASTS. This is a space play. I kind of missed the first run. I didn't read the report, to be honest with you. Might want to do that. 621, just our bottom level here. It came off there a few times. Kind of looking for a higher low off of that. Let me get a little bit more of this weekly so you can see. Yeah, just looking for these retracements. Pretty simple stuff. Black Rock Coffee Club. This is a dipper. This is a dipper, top end dipper. Why am I even going over there? I stay right here. This is a recent IPO, so most of the chart is on here. I just like how low we've gotten down here. Seeing what the flow says, because we called this a few weeks ago. Didn't really hold this top end level. So I'm just seeing if we're going to get a test again on this. Coffee is in the news currently as well. Supposedly a bean shortage. I screwed that one up. That's Chewy. It's on here right though, so we'll get that right. Chewy. Um, it's the top of the channel play. Really like these guys. They're pretty resilient in the market. And the channel itself is almost undefeated since we got down here and figured it out. But just like the higher lows overall trend, little slower play. Um, Waiting to get the confirmation of the 42. I think that's when we get a better move, is when we get above 42. But you can play that from 38 to 42. And the breakout to me looks like it might be coming soon. Flow dependent. Klein. Clean energy. This is a previous winner. Some more chart for you guys. Previous winner, and it's kind of confirming this upper level. This is what we want to see Chewy do, to be honest with you. Plenty of range, even back to the top of the candle. Just want to see what the flow says. Don't like this trend here, but I do like the trend here. So, just depends on how you draw your trend lines. I'm sticking with that. We're basically perfect right now with a 250 EMA. They're hitting my lines right now. So not only do I have the power of that, I have the power of my RTL. Like the setup. Do I have to say like I really, really, really like the setup? I don't really, really like the setup at 625. I really liked it at 5, but I still like this chart. I really, really like the chart. There you go. Really. IMAX, sorry, I didn't read the note. IMAX. Reclaim. You can see it right here. We had a trend here, kind of broke the trend, kind of got lost. Why I do occasionally throw trend lines up is because as soon as they let go on bigger names, on stuff that doesn't have super, super range, like this, really 16 to 20 isn't the biggest range in the whole world. The trend line really helps show progress, or if it's losing progress in these situations, because you really can't see it in the channel or on the chart. So the reclaim here and a test of the trend line, which is up at 18, I really would like to see. If it does get rejected by this EMA here, I'll make a note of that. But I like the setup. Um, one of the plays the professor talked about being like an October play. Um, I always thought it would be a buyout thing, like someone was going to buy him. But I really just think it's movies coming back and they're going to be profitable again, and people just missed that by a quarter. So I'm interested to see if the flow's still in there, especially since the chart is moving, and the other ones that are similar charts to these have already taken off. Shout out to Donut and oh god, what's the other one? I'll think of it in 5 minutes. All right, Jack, Build a Bear, got him. Jack, not our boy Jack either. So don't search the chat on this one. Sorry, P. Um, I had this off 73 the first time. Runs to 90. Such a great move. We just got ER. We're about to have the divvy flush here. So I'm going to see what happens again. Even if we get half of that run back here to 85, I like this play a lot. I'm sure y'all had Jack in the Box. Read the report. Burgers are expensive. A laser. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Laser. Let's do that real quick. Can I do that in here? Yeah, I'm gonna fix this shit so y'all see. Edit. I screwed this up right here. Oops. There. I fixed it. I fixed it on stream, so you know where I hate having edits because I want my timestamps to be there. So that's why I hate doing edits. But there, I just did one for you. So laser top, 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 top. Everybody. So pretty simple here. We came down here, found the channel. Flow kicked in early on this one, which I like, which grabbed that 6. 750 was kind of this was kind of our ad zone, but you can see a lot of these charts this week. This is what I'm seeing. These higher lows reclaiming a trend line. So I do like that. That's a good place to risk. Limited downside in my opinion. Shouldn't get a knife. Yada yada yada. LiDAR, lots of that this week. Here's another one. Now, let's definitely read the note on LiDAR. $2 social push, no lines, except for that $2 line way up there. I'm pretty much just playing this momentum that's on Friday. See if we check back or fail on Monday. It's a pure social play, but running these by the professor seems like the right thing to do, especially since they do have dollar options on this guy. Assuming the dollars have already kicked in, or excuse me, the dollars have kicked in and they're starting to go into the twos is what I would be looking for. That one is a real crappy play. Keep your sizing right there. MGM, top of the channel. MGM, another one of them slow plays. This was, and I got to give you more. This was up in the 40s and 45s, and I just think we do get back there. Yeah, this was up in here, and I think we get back there in the long run. Yeah, 40, 45, right in here. Not the 50, I'm not worried about all that, but just in this stick range. I think eventually we get out of here and back into here. Good example of volume profile. This just looks stronger, more where it should be on the 3-year trend. Maybe not on the 1-year trend, but on 3-year trend than this choppy crap down here we're figuring out. So if you're buying this choppy crap down here and figure out you could sell in this gap, usually pretty good. 35 to 40 is all I'm looking for currently since we are on the line. I like this more as a long-term play also. Momo. I didn't read it, but let's go back. Sorry. 506 for another topper. Another topper. Lots of topper Harleys here today. So, yeah, top of this channel. This is cleaner. Now, I like this for more of a move up. 490, you see the last spike to 6. So, I do like the range on this guy. We do get about $1 million a day on shares. Just broke 5 on Friday. Friday was mixed. Some things went up, some things went down. So I like this, especially with volume profile kind of being here at 485 and 515 currently. I don't think we ever get back down here to our 423s. This was a flow read play in the first place, so I'm looking for that again. PLTO 1795, H higher low, HL higher low. God dang, all the bells and whistles went off that. I'm just looking to see if 20 is going to turn into support instead of 18 here. I think that's the what's needed for the move up if we are ever going to go towards the 30s. 20 to 30 is 10%. Like that a lot. If not, I'll wait to re-add down here at the 18s. Like the franchise. Roblox 31-ish, 39-ish. It's a channel at this point in time. Low volume does kind of not scare me, but I'm interested in that. The low volume profiles have pretty much stayed where they are. This is actually really good because you have the lower one that's still sitting there, and the 2-year that's kind of the popped up stayed above our high line. So bottom of the channel here, I think 30 will hold. Just want to see professors say, oh yeah, there's a lot of sold puts at 30. Where were we? Oh, Rivian 2960 RTL. Yeah, just I like this pivot. It's a recent IPO, so there's not a lot here. I like this pivot, and we have been touching the trend line. So from here to there is a long way. Yeah, and this weekly doji right on the line. You just can't really beat that. Can't really beat that. But yeah, from here to what 29 to 40, that's a huge flipping way. It's like it to continue what it's doing before it does break out. 40 is pretty dang key though. I just haven't put the line on the chart yet. Rocket Lab back in the channel. Back in the channel for the Rocket Lab. All right, 410, 477. Don't search the group on this one, please. We've nailed this play a few times. Like the channel ads for 2 reasons. 1, the channel's playable. 2, it's been really consistent over the year. And for 3, it does break out of said channel. Pretty simple, crappy space play. Sand, 535, 624, reclaim. We're going to reclaim a channel here. Yep, just looking to reclaim this channel. Really respectful of the line, but it did flip it to resistance, so looking to get that back and see where we go. Gold right now is good, so, and I believe the other gold. SD, 20, 56, 16, 59, top. Lots of tops this week, people. So sand right there, just checking off the top. Kind of 3 down weeks, but won't let go of the line, so I do like that. A lot of range above that. This is a 20 to 30 chart for me in the right environment. I like that setup. All right, I'm gonna go to the VTRN and do Stitch Fix last here real quick. So VTRN, we can keep my EDU together. VTRN, we played this already up to the line. I called this back here at about this candle, somewhere in here. So we got, the 640 to 880 move. But we're kind of looking like we're trying to turn back up into the channel. And I really want to get back in the channel because that's where the better move's at. You can see the 3-year, especially if we get above the $10, $11 level. We're real good, but it's clean on the 1. So I do like that setup. Previous winner also. Lots of range. All right, S-Fix, Stitch Fix. Let me read the note here, sorry. 401, 625, EDU weekly candle. So, Stitch Fix. I just need some coffee for this one. Oh, so I just took my volume profiles, 401, 625. So those are the 2 lines you get. I just popped them down on the volume profile, 401, 625. So those, bam, first 2 lines. All right, second one. Is this really the weekly EDU chart? Oh, I guess so. Okay. Second one is the Stitch Fix. Um, we're gonna plop a line on the bottom of said candle here. What is it? Low 357. Bam. Switch that thing to pink. Bam. Okay. Come to the top here with stop say high 421. We'll go 420. Oh, dang it. 22. 420. Bam. Edit properties. So you guys don't call me out. We'll put the 1 there. Bam. Okay, bam. So whoop, there it is. So now we have the 4 to 420 little gappy here. We have a spot where it could break out at 420 to play back to our 470 candle, and we have the dip buy. So I like this one this week as the weekly EDU, even though it was a short week last week. I think we're kind of mid candle here, and if you look at the previous candles, it kind of all is all right here. So the $4 dip volume profile I really like, and the breakout of 421. So we're a little different play here. If this does fail for, you really need to give it time. I don't think that's going to happen. So we're playing this top end breakout. So that's just good information. What I want you guys to see here is on the larger time frames, how even though it was a short week, so kind of suspicious, but how the consistent level from volume profile, the $4 level, will turn into support real quick for this to continue a breakout. So I think we do get a little bit of pullback to this level, but so for me, you play the 4 to the 420, or you can just wait for it to break out above 420. But either way, I think this will continue back into these other candles this week, and that's what we're looking for. We have the green go signal, and we have this consistent range over the last 3 weeks around an RTL level. The only thing we're missing here is some news. Need some news. Yep, so that's perfect. Ooh, that's actually a good chart. Hold on, let's look at that real quick. So you can see it came down. That's where our line's at. That's where our lower line's at. Very much consistencies, even though that's a little bit up, and that's even a little bit more up. That's a consistent level right there. This 421 probably is more bullshit than anything, because that's just where the week stopped. And that's why we're playing the weekly candle trick here. More concerned about the 4 is because these are larger. I mean, this goes to 478 and this goes to 470. So that 50 cents is larger of a move. And if you play it the right way, you can get all 70 of it. All right, enough on that. One more thing I wanted to talk about before I go is these scans and screened. All the stuff I have is in your flipping the RTL page right here. All my stuff's here, and if you can't find it in here, just ask which one it is, and I'll tag you in it. But everything I have is pretty much on the site at this point in time. All these bozos over here talking crap. So trends. Contract bar up. I come in here, edit the scan query a little bit. Right now I have it on month. So the charts in here are up over the month. So I kind of come here and maybe go through them one at a time. Oh yes, it's a month, not weekly. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on that because there's some good ones here. But you come back here and you look at some of these charts, especially names that we've been on. This was kind of, I'm talking to the professor, like they're not the sexiest names, but the trends on some of these over the last few months have been great. Johnson Johnson, Moderna, Eli Lilly, Nat, Neem. So I use this chart on the weekly um, a little bit more, and I'll show you what I mean. I'll edit this. I'll come down here, change this back to the weekly. So now it's doing 3 weeks instead of 3 months, um, just to see where things are. And right now there's a. I'm showing you guys this because I want you to see how much stuff has had 3 great weeks. Um, like 3 stupidly good weeks. Some of these charts are so green. PSNY, shout out PSNY. Um, Starbucks, shout out to Starbucks, nailed that one too. Um, some of these are so green. I know they're simple, I know they're a little slower, but they're so flippin' green. These are the ones that when we were talking about, I don't know which ones will continue to go and make pick themselves up off the floor, but these are the ones that have done it over the last few weeks. Um, and then again, if you go to the monthly, um, it's even more pronounced on the ones that are doing good. But this contract bar scanned. In a bad market, I look for things that are going up. In a good market, I look for things that are going down to find things that are tradable. And this scan and screener is very, very valuable in that regard. So you can come in. I mean, you can even do years if you want. Quarter. You can see who's had the best three. Let's do quarter real quick. Last 3 quarters. Who's been going up? Oh, look, Dino's on there again. Just a good way. Fro, another name we've been on. 3 straight quarters up. I ain't got it on here, but Par, Oxy, BDD if you believe it. Tal, another one. Xom. But yeah, just really get. I like using this to kind of like cross reference. Obviously, I don't do quarters, but days, weeks, hours. Um, it was a 3 day week last week. The scans get up on 3 days. Who had 3 straight days up? A lot of charts. Um, yeah, and then stick with what you guys know. All right, lastly, real quick, I like this one the best, but I'll find yourself something that kind of has an outlook for next week. Very, very good to have something here. This one kind of tells you just little things. Um, we have Cyber Monday, lots of earnings. These are the bigger names. Housing prices next week are going to be huge, and then it breaks it down by day. All right, so Cyber Monday being the biggest, Dallas Fed manufacturing index, maybe a little bit of noise out of there. Then we move into housing, CrowdStrike, kind of see the bigger names. Big ER day on Wednesday, and a lot of these job opening, survey, whatever craps. GDP again, a lot of stuff around housing, yada yada yada. But yeah, I like this one the best. I kind of come here and just see if anything stands out. Friday, not much. Maybe get a breather on Friday. Uh, but yeah, a lot of construction numbers, manufacturing numbers, which will probably affect more individual sectors, and then your bigger names on the ER. There are still some bigger names. Um, Interested in which ones the professor's interested in this week. Like, God, I just seen it too. Hormel Foods. I don't really care about Snow. Oh yeah, CrowdStrike, wherever that's at. Yeah, there. All right. But yeah, so find yourself one of them. This is the one I use just as a weekly outlook for you every week, and it's a solid. If you can read as fast as me, it's a solid 4 minute read. If you can read like a normal person, it's like 35 seconds. So, all right. With that, everyone have a great week. Get a full week. I expect a direction to be chosen this week. Get out of the sideways action. If we are going to have a silent rally, this will be the start of it. If we're going to have more doom and gloom because the feds can't figure it out, this will be the area where you get faked out in, I guess. So, or to go long as a bear. Either way, do I really have to say this isn't financial advice? Just an old guy that likes the market. Hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving, and always respect the line and most importantly, read the room.